Today I'm going to talk about how to become a millionaire on the 10-year plan. So we're going to take what you would have saved over your entire working life, and we're going to shrink that down to just 10 years. And this is going to take a ton of work, a ton of focus, and a ton of dedication, but at the end of the 10 years, you're not going to have to save anything else, and you're going to have a ton more money in retirement. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So here's our first chart, and I'm going to walk you through all these numbers so you can really understand the impact this is going to have on your total life. So day one, we're going to have a saver that's going to save 3%, and they're going to get a 3% match on $120,000 income. That's where the math is coming from, but it doesn't matter how much you earn. It's what you save, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So day one, we're saving $7,200 per year. I don't have this invested in this chart, so this is only the amount that we're contributing into the plan, including the 3% match. So we'll call it 6%. So the total amount contributed to the plan's overall working life in this example is going to be $396,986. Again, this isn't invested. I just want to give you a baseline. So when we go ahead and flip it over into other numbers, you can kind of see what we're comparing it to. So just under $400,000, if we take that and invest it, that it's going to jump to just under $2.5 million, $2.4 million. This is a normal retirement plan. So now let's take that amount saved, just under $400,000, divide it by 10, and save it over a 10-year period, and that should be exactly the same amount, right? So in 10 years, we're going to have saved $396,980, roughly the same, just a little bit of a rounding error there. So if we take that same amount and invest it the same way, over the same time frame, but we're making those contributions much faster, then let's take a look at what it looks like. So that's going to jump quite a bit to $6.8 million. That's a huge jump, but we didn't save any more. We just saved it earlier. Obviously a massive sacrifice, but that's pretty motivating to get that much more in retirement just because we saved it earlier. Now, I also wanted to run a plan where we looked at the absolute worst 30-year period in the last 100 years, and that was 8.6%. So 8.6% on an annualized compound rate of return, and that brings it down to still just over $4.6 million when the original plan showed just under $2.5 million. So still kind of nice, really motivating to save earlier rather than over the entire working life. So still massive sacrifice in order to do that. Now, if we did the same plan where we're saving in a 10-year period, but we're bringing it down to say, hey, what can I do to save in the same exact scenario to save a lot less, but still get to the goal? Well, if we did that, that would be $13,750 per year, and that would still give us $2.3 million. So a little bit less, but we only saved for 10 years. Even though we saved a lot more on an annual basis in that first 10 years, it's significantly less than our second plan where we're saving that $40,000 or just under $40,000 per year. So a massive difference in how we're saving, not just the amount that we're saving, but when we're making those contributions. Now, I'm not expecting a ton of comments saying, sign me up for this plan, I'm willing to make all these sacrifices, but hopefully you see the value in working smarter, not harder. And if anything, this type of a plan not only forces you to be frugal, but that frugalness probably would carry through with you for the rest of your life. So that's only going to benefit you financially over the course of your life. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.